Another replay from Sipa and Pegaz. High Elves versus Tzeentch. Now, if you are not aware, if you just live in YouTube land, in most of my events, plus the Vermin League, Kairos was voted to be banned from use. So if you're like, wow. Basically, I only tell you that just so in case you're like, wow, why didn't the Tzeentch player take Kairos, yada yada. Probably in the games that are being played, he wasn't allowed to. So, anyway, take that how you will. For the High Elves, we have a front line of Spearmen and Silver and Guard. We have double mages on foot. The Light Mage with Net, and a Metal Mage with Final Transmutation and Plague of Rust. We also have some Warlions of Krace, 2 of them, for some nice armor-piercing anti-infantry action. And then a crap ton of archers. Looks like 4 regular archers, 5 Lothern Sea Guard. Nice. Paired with Plague of Rust, that makes a lot of sense. You can try, even though Chaos Warriors are shielded, if you lower their armor down to like 30 from overcasting Plague of Rust, still get pretty good damage out. Spawn also will not enjoy those arrows, not any whatsoever. On the other side, we do have 2 Forsaken of Tzeentch, 3 Spawn, 5 Chaos Warriors. All of them appear to be the Sword and Shield type. We do have a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch with Infernal Gateway, Sword of Change, and Blue Fire, and then the Shrieking Skyrays Screamer Regiment of Renown. Arrows firing in, really not getting that much damage onto these Chaos Warriors through the barriers and such, but there is the Plague of Rust Overcast and a net so that these Chaos Warriors have to stop in place. Now down to 40 armor with Silver Shields. I mean, the Silver Shields, they're still Silver Shields, but at least the arrows can get through. Unfortunately, I do think that this will end up not being super worth it, as the Chaos Spawn are already a better target for the arrows at this point. And the Chaos Warriors can be kited out in the late game due to their low speed. But you will want to shut down those Spawn and the Forsaken. The Spawn and the Forsaken are the important targets right now because they're the only things fast enough to catch your archers. If we get to a late game and there's just 5 Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch and a shit ton of archers, the archers can, like, some of them will fire while the others back up, that sort of thing. Now the archers look like they have repurposed onto the Chaos Spawn at this point, as those Chaos Spawn are getting shredded, and one Chaos Warrior of Tzeentch is having a bad time as he's taking Archer Fire into getting charged by the Warlions of Krace. Those other Warlions of Krace are trying to focus on Forsaken, who are attacking a lot of the Sea Guard. The Forsaken are making mincemeat out of these Warlions. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Spawn of Tzeentch have always paired pretty well with the front lines Tzeentch brings, because they do have Armor Sundering, which can lower the armor of their targets and make it easier for Chaos Warriors and Forsaken to get through them. Some Spawn are pushing through to the back line, though they are mostly dead already due to the focused attention of the High Elves. The third and final real Spawn is down to half HP. The Spawn summon from the caster is out, but it's a summon, it'll fade away. Shrieking Skyrays are netted, but they're already in melee combat, so they're plenty happy where they are for now. Though, with 3 archers pummeling them and they are sitting in hybrid archer spears, maybe they won't be as happy as I first supposed. Pretty decent start for the High Elves. Chaos is getting through their front line in bits and pieces, but like I said, I mean, you've taken out 3 Spawn essentially at this point. The Shrieking Skyrays are down to half HP and still in a bad situation. And the front line is holding for now. Things are salvageable. For Tzeentch, a really nice Infernal Gateway is going to kill an entire Lothern Sea Guard. Doesn't look like it hit multiple units just yet, but it was something. Final Transmutation Overcast on the front line, just hitting some Chaos Warriors and Chaos Spawn. I don't know if that's worth it for the Chaos Warriors. But maybe they're just trying to get the magic out because the Blue Fire Snipe is coming in hot, and they know they're about to lose their Metal Mage. Balance power is about equal. Do have a quick net onto Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch, and a bunch of archers are trying to turn at him right now. He also gets hit with a Plague of Rust regular, so he's down to 50 armor, no shield. But on that teeny tiny little disc of his, he is a hard target to hit, and one of the archers is having to fire through trees, so unfortunately not that much damage is going to get through. The Shrieking Skyrays are also causing some nice disruption. Chaos Warriors are becoming a bit of a problem. The High Elves need time and space to shoot. I don't know if they're going to get that. Shrieking Skyrays need to be dealt with. The last of these Spawn need to be dealt with at 160 HP. Hopefully these guys can be killed off, and that'll allow the High Elves a little bit more time to move. Also the same here with the Weird Spawn. The Weird Spawn need to be taken out, so these archers are going to have to save themselves for just a second. Shrieking Skyrays will also need to be finished off, and a Bolt of Change is coming for the High Elf leader. It also hits the Silver Guard, doing some good damage to that. Things are stabilizing a little bit for the High Elves, though. As they're slowly recovering their lives, they just need to get rid of the Shrieking Skyrays, and then there's no real mobility to deal with them. Meanwhile, the War Lions of Krace, plus these archers firing in on the Chaos Warriors from all directions, are really hurting them without their shields being in the way. So maybe the High Elves can rally a little bit. Shrieking Skyrays, plus the Chaos Lord of Tzeentch, and some Forsaken charging in will finish off 2 more archers in the distance. That is a nasty loss for our friends, the High Elves. And then over here, we have 2 Lothern Seaguard trying to kite away, get away from that full health Chaos Warrior. Meanwhile, this one, Plague of Rust Overcast, does lower their armor down to 40, taking big damage. And this last Chaos Warrior is also getting pin cushioned out a little bit. Shrieking Skyray is still alive, so they are still a threat. Chaos Sorcerer Lord is back with a lot of barriers, so the first volley of arrows didn't really seem to do too much damage to him. Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch getting pretty low. All the infantry in our immediate field of view is getting pretty low. The healthy ones are way over there and way up there. But everything in this pocket's not feeling the love. There's the final transmutation. Is it Overcast? No, it is a regular cast final transmutation, but an Infernal Gateway of Tzeentch is going to hit this very healthy Lothern Seaguard. Oh, and that is nasty from the side of Tzeentch. Sucks to be the High Elves. More Chaos Warriors going to get routed off here, as some archers need to find space for themselves. We have other Lothern Seaguard ready to fire in, but they think they're moving. I've seen this a lot with ranged units, where they think they're moving, so they won't fire. They need to be given specific orders, and now they'll shoot. They get a little bit of damage, but they'll get rear charged by Forsaken. So they're not going to have a great time. In the distance, Lothern Seaguard still running away from that super healthy Chaos Warrior. And War Lions of Grace charging in should be the death of this Chaos Warrior of Tzeentch. Those Shrieking Skyrays get a little bit of a rebuttal. Tzeentch is ahead, I would say, in the game so far, though a nice net. Plus these archers getting to safety. These archers and Lothern Seaguard both need to shoot at the Shrieking Skyrays while they are netted and get good damage down. That is a demonic unit. It's a regiment of round. It has really good leadership, so it's hard to get that crumbling. But once you get it going, it will die off. And then maybe you could be safe. 3 leadership left on the Shrieking Skyrays. And there they go at last. So Tzeentch is out of true mobility. Now you just have the Forsaken, who are, I mean, they're speedy. They're speedy lads. And this could be an overextension. The Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch taking big damage. Plague of Rust getting him down to 50 armor while he's surrounded by Spearmen and War Lions and both mages. Takes a big old chunk of damage and starts to try and push his way out before he routs. He's having a tough time getting through those Lions. 3 leadership, 0 leadership left for him. But he throws a blue fire down at point-blank range to try and rout some stuff off, and he does get the Lions to go away. The Spearmen are maybe close behind. Forsaken getting kited out a little bit. Lothern Seaguard just running away, while other Lothern Seaguard and archers shoot at the Forsaken, getting good damage down. High Elves are ahead on the balance of power by just a bit. Chaos is down to this quickly falling apart Forsaken, that very healthy Chaos Warrior, and a 1/4 or 1/3 health Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch. Lothern Seaguard somehow fired while moving. I didn't know they could do that, but okay. Forsaken still refusing to rout for now. Just as I say it, though, they get going, and that'll free up the Lothern Seaguard. High Elves feeling nice and connected once again. Tzeentch Caster will chase off the War Lions of Krace. For the High Elves, we have 3 battered Lothern Seaguard with ammunition, a pretty healthy archer with a bit of ammunition left, 2 very low casters, and then 1 Silvern Guard, 2 Spearmen, none of them feeling great. The forces of Tzeentch, we have Chaos Warriors that could rally in the distance. Both are at 0 leadership. But even if they come back, they will be so wounded they won't matter. It is about whether these 87 Chaos Warriors and the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch with whatever spells he has left kill all these High Elves. Now, High Elves are a little grouped up right now. Looks like a blue fire is coming in, probably for the Lord. The Archmage of Light gets taken out. That'll take a couple other High Elves with it, because their leadership's just so low from being this damaged. The High Elves are going to want to spread out so they can shoot at the Chaos Warriors from at least 2 or 3 different directions, and then at least, you know, the Chaos Warriors can only block 1 of the volleys. Chaos Sorcerer of Tzeentch, not netted so far, though the mages are moving within range to maybe do so. Instead of Plague of Rust is cast on the Chaos Warriors. 70 armor, still pretty impressive. And with silver shields, they should block all of the arrows coming in because everything's going to be coming from this side of them, so they should be blocking it just fine. Archer's going to ignore the Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch. He's rather crafty. It looks like he's setting up for a blue fire to maybe end this Archmage's life. Otherwise, I don't know why he'd be hovering right here. So we'll see. Archers did set up to shoot. Looks like Spearmen trying to save their lady, but she gets punted through. Does take damage on the charge and routes. And that is not grand. Now the archers are all trying to shoot at him, but he's not netted right now. He should be able to dodge most of those shots. And the Chaos Warriors are trucking through the Silver and Guard. The archers might have had more guaranteed value onto those guys. I mean, the Sorcerer Lord on this disc, he is so hard to hit, man. Silver Guard still holding for a bit, trying to fight the Chaos Warriors, but like we said, we did lose the Lord. The High Elves leadership tanked, and they are definitely feeling it. Chaos Warriors taking a bunch of damage. Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch trying to break up some of these Lothern Sea Guard and save the Chaos Warriors a bit of the pity. These Lothern Sea Guard kiting away. They see the Chaos Warriors are running after them, and they don't want any of that, so they'll run away, and now the two archers... the other Lothern Sea Guard and the other archer can just fire at the backs of these Chaos Warriors to get rid of that shield bonus that they have. So the archers continue to fire. Silver and Guard trying to chase these guys down. They are taking decent damage. And these High Elf infantry, plus their hero, will probably rally if the Chaos Warrior isn't immediately pounding down their backs like this. Balance power is getting a little worse for the High Elves. I am suspect. It looks like the High Elves are just as fine as they have been. I don't know if they're going to win, but they look fine. Chaos Warrior still getting poked down, taking a couple hundred damage there in those volleys. Lothern Sea Guard are rallying. Plague of Rust caster is rallied. That's a good little Plague of Rust. Increasing the damage those Chaos Warriors will take. They're sub 3,000 HP, though the Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch does run down the middle mage once again. But little by little, that Chaos Lord is losing his warrior support as the archers continue to tick, tick, tick away. Hero is dead. No more magic for the High Elves, and that will certainly hurt their balance of power. 2,600 HP left on these Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. I'm going to fast forward just a little bit as the Sorcerer Lord runs over, routes off some stuff. Chaos Warriors still taking damage. Still trying to chase down these Lothern Sea Guard. And as soon as they stop, the Lothern Sea Guard will turn and fire on them. These Lothern Sea Guard, out of ammunition, are forced to charge in. They're sub 2,000 HP on the Chaos Warriors now. And the bounce power is getting a little better for the High Elves. Only one volley on that archer, 13 on this one. These Lothern Sea Guard have 7 volleys, but they're at 0 leadership being attacked by a Lord. I doubt they will be here for very long. The Chaos Warriors are going to rout, and that should be a massive boon to the High Elves, but it really doesn't help their balance of power that much. I think all the ammo for the archers now has to go into the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Let your melee units chase down the Chaos Warriors. You're also worried about friendly firing them at this point. But just shoot at the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Any damage you can do to him helps your balance of power so much. But man, the balance of power really hates the High Elves right now. Even though there's quite a few of them left. Archers with 1 volley still moving up to try and fight that Chaos Warrior again. Maybe not, I mean, don't shoot at him when he's that far away, but these archers should be just getting ready to fire at that guy, like just reforming lines to stand like right here and just face him. That way when he comes at you, you're ready to shoot. These Lothern Sea Guard holding onto their ammo to help with balance of power. They kill off the Chaos Warriors of Tzeentch. Those guys ain't coming back. They're down to sub 300 HP, and those other Chaos Warriors couldn't rally, so... I think at this point, the Lothern Sea Guard with the ammo and the archers with the ammo need to be just shooting at the Chaos Sorcerer Lord. Oh no, they waited too long. And he got into melee with them. Lothern Sea Guard with the ammo, they got a turn. They got a turn! They're still chasing down Chaos Warriors that we don't care about. They got a turn! Here, they're starting to turn now. They're getting attack orders. They are firing. And the Sorcerer Lord of Tzeentch is up into the sky. He is taking the flying unit debuff. Archers need to stop and shoot. These archers with 1 volley do need to stop and shoot. And there is a tier 3 army ability of Tzeentch in the late game, but the Chaos Sorcerer Lord is taking so much damage, down to sub 10 leadership. And these spearmen are beating his ass, but there is the army ability of Tzeentch. It's hitting all of these units. Oh, so much damage. The balance power is sinking against the High Elves, and the archers fire their last little bit of damage out. Lothern Sea Guard trying to get away. Probably going to have to turn and fight, but they take a rear charge. Their leadership's holding for now. Balance power continues to get worse. Their Silver and Guard routed. We have some Spearmen. We have some Lothern Sea Guard in, ready to fight. And this guy is just getting charge after charge. Even though he's been in the same unit for a while, he's just motoring around, pushing High Elves here and there. Balance of power gets so low, these guys are maybe going to break. And when they do, they take all of that ammunition with them, causing the balance of power to go into Army Less's territory. And that is wild. I've never seen a disc caster of Tzeentch just mow through infantry like that. 830 value for the metal caster, 200 for the net caster, that they're both support lords. Silver and Guard did just fine. Lothern Sea Guard did just fine. By just fine, I mean like pretty good. You know, Archers did fine. Spearmen did all right. Warlions mixed, but overall okay. So overall, the High Elf build really did do quite nicely. For Pegaz and Tzeentch, Chaos Sorcerer Lord did well. Shrieked Skyres did well. The Chaos Spawn got largely massacred, and then Chaos Warriors were a slow grind to victory. The Forsaken did very, very well, though. So, GG. Roar!
Subscribe, yes, yes.